What's up guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rami and my goal is to help you earn and redeem as many points as possible to upgrade your travels for little to no money. Now, a few of the videos I made recently got a lot of views, which is what I was hoping for, but they also got a lot of comments. Some very positive, and some not so much. Now, I understand that some people are very skeptical about credit cards and the whole points and miles thing, and they think it's just a scam. It's a way for the banks to trick you into going into massive credit card debt and having you pay them thousands of dollars in interest charges. I completely get that. As a matter of fact, according to a study by NerdWallet, the national average credit card debt per household is $6,929, with the total owed in the US $422 billion. That's insane. And that's probably why some people hate credit cards and do whatever they can to avoid them. And a lot of those people are Dave Ramsey fans. I love Dave Ramsey. He helps people get out of debt and get them rolling with the snowball method to pay off debt, which is amazing. I actually apply some things he says to my financial life, but the main thing I disagree with him about is obviously credit cards. So if you think me and him should have a debate or something here on the channel or in his channel, go tag me on his Instagram and tell him, hey, get this guy on your channel and talk credit cards and debate. Anyway, so in this video, I just want to share my thoughts on credit cards and how they're not the devil. And if used properly, they can actually help you a lot. I never say that credit card points and miles will make you rich, but they will certainly help you travel like the rich. So like I said, the key here is using credit cards wisely. If you don't, then you can really get in deep trouble and get yourself in a lot of debt, and that's not what we like here on this channel. So let me start first with some of the bad things that you should never do with your credit cards. The first thing you want to avoid is making cash advance purchases on your credit card. This means using your credit card at an ATM machine to take out cash. This is terrible because you'll automatically be charged a fee anywhere between 3 to 5% of the amount of money you take out. And on top of that, the interest charged on such a purchase can be anywhere between 19 to 25%. All these charges are definitely not worth it. The second big mistake you need to avoid is missing a payment. When you miss a payment, not only do you get slammed with fees and interest charges, you'll also lose a bunch of points on your credit score. That's why I always recommend you pay your credit card bills in full and on time each month. But if for whatever reason you're unable to do that at the moment, then please make sure you at the very least pay the minimum payment on time, if not early. Number 3 is maxing out your credit cards. This is very bad practice, especially if you have a short credit history or you have a short relationship with the bank that issued you the credit card. In order to maintain a healthy credit score, you want to always keep your amounts owed less than 30% of the amount of credit line you have. So if you have one card with a limit of $1,000, try your best to never put more than $300 of spend on that card each billing period. If you have higher credit limits on one or more credit cards, then I recommend keeping that utilization percentage below 10%. The less you owe, the better your credit score. Number 4 is a pretty common mistake that people new to reward cards tend to make, and that is overspending to earn rewards. You keep telling yourself, oh, let me buy this and buy that, and make this excuse of, wow, I'll be earning a ton of valuable points on these purchases. If you make a habit of this and then not being able to pay your bills in full on time, then start carrying a balance. That balance will be slammed with large interest charges that will definitely outweigh any sort of value you can get from your points. Another common mistake that people make with their credit cards is closing old cards because they don't want to have many credit cards open. This mistake will hurt your credit score in 2 ways. First, you'll reduce the average age of your accounts, which in turn hurts your credit score. Second, if you close that account, then you'll lose the credit limit you had on that card, and this will automatically raise your utilization percentage that I explained in point number 3. So if you have an old card that doesn't have an annual fee, I highly recommend you keeping it open for as long as possible. Okay, so if you never do any of these 5 mistakes, let's talk about all the positive things that you get by strategically opening the right credit cards. First thing is very general but important, which is protection. Walking around with a lot of cash for a big purchase is dangerous, and if you get robbed, then that money is gone forever. And if you say, duh, I'm not gonna buy stuff with cash, I'm gonna use my debit card. Same thing though. I'd be way more paranoid to use my debit card than my credit card online or anywhere. That's because my debit card is straight access to my checking account and my cash. But with a credit card, you're always protected against fraud, and within minutes of anything happening, you can call your credit card company to dispute a charge you don't recognize, or cancel your card and have a new one sent to you if it was stolen. I'd hate to have to deal with this with my debit card. Next thing that goes along with protection is purchase protection and return protection and extended warranties. A lot of credit cards offer you some amazing protections just by putting a purchase on a credit card. For example, the AMEX Platinum covers purchases within 90 days, up to $10,000 per occurrence and $50,000 per year. And the Chase SAPPHIRE Reserve covers purchases within 120 days, up to $10,000 per item and $50,000 per year. Also, if you buy something and you try to return it and the store doesn't take it back, the AMEX Platinum will cover you up to $300 per item and $1,000 per year, and the Chase SAPPHIRE Reserve covers up to $500 per item and $1,000 per year. For extended warranties, if you put the purchase of a laptop or a camera, for example, on any CITI credit card, even with no annual fees, you'll get an extension of the manufacturer's warranty by 2 years, with total coverage not exceeding 7 years from the purchase date. And the coverage is up to $10,000. Incredible deals that you won't get by using cash or a debit card. Last but not least is all the travel perks and points and miles. Some credit cards give you perks just by having the credit card. A few of my favorites are of course the AMEX Platinum Card. Just by having that card, I get access to Delta Sky Clubs whenever I'm flying Delta, even in economy class. I also get access to Amex Centurion lounges, which are some of the best lounges in the US. And on top of that, I get a free membership in Priority Pass Select, which gives me access to over 1,000 airport lounges around the world. Another card that's amazing just for having it is the Hilton Aspire card. Just having the card gives me Hilton Diamond Elite status, which is the highest status you can get with Hilton. With that Diamond status, I get free room upgrades, free breakfast, and a free weekend anniversary night each year. I also got a free night as part of the sign-up bonus, which I used a couple of weeks ago at the Conrad in New York City by Battery Park. The weather was nice and it was my wife's birthday, so we figured, why not? Free night, free breakfast, and a great location. Amazing deal. We had a lot of fun. That's a small example of all the cards that give similar kinds of benefits. The huge benefit is the points and miles. When used strategically, you can really get some insane value out of these points. So far, I redeemed 1.9 million points for $120,000 worth of travel, which is absolutely insane. First class flights, business class flights, 5-star hotels, all with points. So bottom line is, I get why people are skeptical. I get why people think credit cards are a scam, but if you do your research, subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and download my free travel hacking guide, link in the description, you'll understand and learn how credit cards can actually provide you with outsized value, and you can easily come out on top. All under the condition of responsible use of those credit cards and not doing any of the mistakes I talked about in the beginning of the video. Let me know in the comments if you're skeptical about credit cards. Did I change your mind? What would change your mind? Or if you have any other questions about credit cards and points and miles, and I'll do my best to answer all of your questions. Thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe, because every week I'm publishing videos that help you earn a ton of credit card points and frequent flyer miles that will enable you to travel the world for little to no money.